Cheers, baby. Good road trip. It's like so good. So top notch. The nostalgia, guys, right now is really insane. We are going to see our first ever apartment that Jack and I lived in together.
I don't like this place.
You don't like this place?
What can I get for you?
Can I do a medium iced coffee with 2 creams and 2 sugar?
Medium ice?
Yes, please. And
okay.
Then a medium hot coffee, just black.
Alright, is that gonna be all?
Yeah, that'll do it.
Coming up.
Thank you.
And good morning, everybody. Hello. It is very, very early for me currently.
It's 9 a.m.
But we were up so early, bub, to get here. And our Dunkin' that we usually would go to had the biggest line, and we did not plan for that. Because whenever we go to Dunkin', it doesn't have like a massive line. But at 8 something in the morning or 8 in the morning, it's definitely going to have a massive line. I feel like I look like a potato.
You don't look like a potato.
Oh, thanks, bub.
You did. You're the most beautiful spot I ever laid eyes on.
I'm planning on doing my makeup before we get there, like 30 minutes out or so it's fresh, you know?
I love
but
fresh
currently,
bugs.
I think I said this in another vlog, my face is just so puffy naturally in the morning.
I love you.
I love you, baby.
No, I love you.
No, I love you.
We're disgusting.
Gross. We're currently at the Dunkin' in Biddeford, and so I've had to wait 25 minutes for my coffee.
Wow. Look at you.
6:20.
All right. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, where'd you put your water bottle?
In the back thing.
Are these your masks? Or are these brandy new?
That is a brand new mask.
Why do we have it in here?
I don't know.
How
I
do
think
you
I
know?
got it from somewhere.
It's brand new. Okay,
I'm pretty sure I got it from somewhere.
you can have it. If we see paper masks anywhere.
I don't know what that one is, but I'd wear it.
But this one, you can have this one.
Okay.
Because I have one in my bag.
We're getting on south, right?
I would assume yes.
I don't know.
Me neither. Also, because we are so extra, and I say Jack is so extra.
Wait, what?
We have a cooler. There's cinnamon.
That's not extra.
There's my bag. There's my computer bag, but that white thing right there is a cooler. And I shouldn't, it's not extra, baby. I'm very proud of you. But because he has goals, he packed his breakfast in a cooler so that he could have it on the road. It has your strawberries.
It has
your
strawberries and my egg. I already ate my yogurt.
And eggs. You already ate your yogurt.
Be
And then
very careful. There's coffee on the top of that. I don't want it to hit your white shirt or jacket.
that would be so sad.
Yeah, I got you, BB.
Thank you, BB. The lighting's really good, guys, but you can use your imagination. You know what that reminds me of? I got cream in my coffee today. You guys know I usually stay away from dairy, but I got 2 cream, 2 sugar, and it tastes so good. When I was babysitting.
That's right.
You remember that? When I was in between like college and the summers, I would nanny these 2 kids, and it was honestly the best job. For most of the day, they spent their time with their swim team at their local country club, and I got to just sit there at their local country club and just make sure that I'm keeping an eye on them, applying their sunscreen every couple of hours.
Nobody drowned.
Yeah, making sure, but there were lifeguards to make sure no one drowned either. So like there was,
Wow.
It was a great gig. But on the way there, that is the summer that I discovered that I loved coffee so much, because waking up when like you're out late with your friends in the summertime, like nearly every single night, and having to go to work super early in the morning was so hard. It was like my eyes burning, like, because they're so tired every morning. But on the way there was this very convenient Dunkin' Donuts location that I would always stop at, and I would get a medium iced coffee regular. And if you're from the Northeast, you know that if you order it like a medium iced coffee regular, that means 3 creams and 3 sugars. Now I've downed that order to 2 and 2 if I feel like cream in my coffee. This morning I do. But the super nostalgic part is when you take a sip, because it's Dunkin' Donuts, they don't make sure that everything is mixed together perfectly for you. You just get this mouthful of sugar from the bottom of the cup. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I feel what you're talking
Yeah.
Because I'll take a sip of your coffee sometimes. And be like,
It's just the sugar's all down in the bottom of the cup. Because it's Dunkin', they don't give an F if your drink is perfectly mixed.
gourmet.
Gourmet. It is gourmet coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. so well. Look at the ham. Hippo in the bathroom. Hippo's having a terrible time. Oh, Hippo in the closet. I hate leaving the cats, especially when
They
they're
left me.
feuding. Good morning, my friends. Hello. We had a very lovely night last night. It was so much fun. We haven't seen some of our coworkers in over a year and a half now, since late 2019 era. And at first we were like, oh, well, you know, maybe 2020 we haven't seen. No, like literally a November-ish, December-ish of 2019 is when we saw people last. Some people. We've seen the people in Seattle, and we've seen a couple people, like I was mentioning, that like came up to Portland, or we came down here for just a quick stint, but it was never a huge office thing at all. Last night we did this, what would you call it, cooking event?
Yeah, it's really cool. It's like one of those things where like it's like a team bonding event, and you go and you form different teams, and like each team cooks a dish.
Oh yeah, and we like drew papers to see what dish we were all cooking.
So we like cooked ourselves dinner. It's a locally owned business, so like she runs the like cooking part of it, the wife, but the husband builds custom kitchens and cabinetry and countertops and things like that. And so they basically combine, and there's a showroom you can go, and there's like kitchens all over the place.
And the kitchens were gorgeous.
And they're fully functional. So like for like 30 of us to show up, and we all were like cooking at different kitchens at like different times or whatever.
There was like all these show kitchens,
and
but they were like actually working.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
It's really cool.
There were multiple sinks that were working to like wash dishes, clean hands, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And multiple like countertops, because it was all show kitchens, but like they use the actual show kitchens for her business.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool.
We are in line for Donut Delight.
Donut Delight. I don't know if we've ever.
Yeah.
The nostalgia, guys, right now is really insane.
We don't have a lot of positives for Stanford.
No, we don't have a lot of memories.
Donut Delight is there. It's a local like Dunkin' Donuts competitor, I guess you could say. But like if you're here in Connecticut, like you get Donut Delight.
Yeah, and it is actually so good. Like, coffee's really good. I'd prefer, I think, Dunkin' coffee per se, but what really attracted us here and made us loyal customers while we lived in Stanford, which was dangerous. It was dangerous because we got this every morning. This was when we didn't know like how to eat healthy, and we were trying to figure out what that looked like after college when we weren't running track for college, you know, and doing sports and in the weight room and everything. But we had a breakfast sandwich from Donut Delight.
Oh yeah.
Nearly every single day.
Oh my gosh.
It brought me so much joy.
It was so good.
In days of transition despair from college into the real world. The sausage, egg, and cheese that we are about to get. Can we get sausage, egg, and cheese, or do you want your own chorizo?
Get sausage. No, get sausage.
Okay. And we're getting some for our coworker who had to go into the office for a meeting. Okay.
Hi there. Could I get a sausage, egg, and cheese on a plain bagel? A chorizo, sausage, egg, and cheese on an everything bagel. A large hot coffee with half and half and 2 equal. Another large, or excuse me, a small hot coffee black.
A small coffee with 2 cream, 2 sugar.
Oh, sorry, a small.
Small coffee, 2 cream, 2 sugar.
And then a small coffee with 2 cream and 2 sugar.
How was the last one?
Sorry, a small iced coffee with 2 cream and 2 sugar.
Okay. Anything else?
And that'll do it.
That's it?
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was making sure that we were getting Eric's, that I forgot to like think about what we were getting. I got ready this morning in very unflattering lighting, and I'm very impressed with the results given what I had to work with. This is where you say, "You're gorgeous, darling." It doesn't matter what lighting that you got ready in.
But you don't need no man to tell you that.
Okay, on the way out though, we are still stopping at Glenbrook.
Yes.
I need to see it. Our old apartment where it all started
We can do that.
is here in Stanford.
We can totally do that.
The memories and the nostalgia from that.
Hi there. Good, how are you doing? Give me
That
that.
looks so
Thank you.
wow, 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 wow. Wow, look at that color. That's amazing. You should have got Ace on that, darling.
No, it's okay.
I'm glad we didn't get McDonald's last night when I was hungry. I would have felt so much worse this morning.
Yeah.
I had lots of wine last night. Our teeth, when we got back to the hotel, your teeth were like so purple.
I had like 3 glasses.
I don't know how many glasses I had because someone like, it would get down to like maybe a quarter and then someone would like build back up.
Someone already feel art would always feel
Yeah, and that someone may have been me, but like, that's besides the point. Look at this from Dunkin'. The new peanut butter cup macchiato. This drink, guys. I know we're in line for Donut Delight, but look at that. I'm a big peanut butter cup fan, but that looks so gross to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. You guys, we are headed out of Stanford, but before we go, we are going to see our first ever apartment that Jack and I lived in together. To say we have good memories from this apartment is not necessarily the case, but it's definitely nostalgia of this apartment. Oh my gosh, this is so weird, guys. This is the first complex that we ever lived in. It's called the Park at Glenbrook. It was called something else, wasn't it?
Eaves.
It was called the Eaves when we lived here. But so here it is, and then before we moved out, the U-Haul was here and we were packing it up, and it got packed up by like some people on that street there. We'll leave that vlog link down below because that's when I started vlogging in general. Isn't that so crazy? So freaking weird. But yeah, this is the first place we ever lived. How do you feel right now being even in this parking lot?
I have no emotions.
No emotions?
No, I don't like this place.
You don't like this place?
No,
Yeah.
it was a stressful time in our life.
It was a super
Both
stressful time.
Beginning to end.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just a lot of frustration.
It was a super transitional point in our lives.
Yeah, because it was right out of college.
Right out of college, so you had to like transition from seeing your friends every single day and like doing school to working in the real world and what that was even like. And then for us, it was our first time living together at all.
Yeah.
So figuring out that aspect of things and like how to work together and truly live a life together versus going to school together.
Yeah, I think literally the only benefits were like having the cool office, the people that we met down here, and then also Vanessa was close by.
Yeah, we would spend a lot of time driving to Vanessa because she lives in Jersey, and so we were like pretty close to her, and then she would come here and we would spend like Halloweens here with her and stuff like that, and that was really fun. But the apartment itself, for the amount we paid like $2,100 by the end.
I think so. It was ridiculous.
For a not updated apartment, and I still don't understand why Stanford can get away with like charging those prices. It's kind of like the only city right outside of New York people commute from.
Yeah.
So the price was not great. Yeah, we're paying less now for a much nicer apartment. Granted, it's a different area, but it's just so weird. If we saw where we were today when we were living in this apartment, I wouldn't have believed you that we would get to move to Seattle, move back, live in Maine, live on the coast of Maine, and be super happy with where we're at. I just mean also like just where we're at in life in general.
Gotcha.
You know, like I would never have thought that we would be super happy with our jobs because that was super stressful at first, like finding your way in the corporate world and making yourself known and making a good reputation for yourself, and like that's a whole thing in itself versus doing a good job at the job that you were hired to do. You're trying to figure that out, and because you gave all of yourself to your job, it's like figuring out that work-life balance.
Right.
And when we were driving around Stanford just the past 24 hours, I remember like looking at the apartments around here that weren't that place, and I was like, oh, this is going to be our next apartment, we should look at that one for our next apartment, thinking why would, you know, Stanford's it for us. Like that's how it felt. Like this is our first taste into the real world, and clearly you just kind of stick around where your job is, and that's your only option. And honestly, that's so sad to think that we didn't think beyond Stamford, Connecticut. So I guess if you're in a place of life right now and you don't think that there's any options beyond where you're at, and you're not obsessed with your life, and like you're not obsessed with where you're at right now, you don't have to stay there. You don't have to stay in your current situation. You don't have to stay in the current location. You don't have to stay in your current apartment. You can change these things.
Oh yeah.
You can absolutely change these things. We didn't see beyond that, but now as soon as we took one leap for Seattle, everything opened up. We were like, well, we did this, so we can be anywhere. We can do anything. We can go anywhere we want.
100%.
There are jobs everywhere. And especially nowadays, there are virtual jobs everywhere. So you can always figure it out. I know it feels really impossible in the moment, but you can absolutely always figure it out. And that's how I feel like looking back at that apartment.
I like it.
Never want to go back there, but I'm really grateful that we have that perspective.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good perspective to have. I think I'm just, my mind is stuck on the negative
Oh, I hated it too.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like, it feels negative, and then it makes me grateful that we don't have to feel those things anymore.
Totally.
You know, that's kind of where I'm at. So guys, on the way back, I forget if we mentioned this at all, but on the way back, we're going to Treehouse Brewing, and we put in an order this morning for beers, and we don't know if the actual brewery itself is open necessarily. You can pick up beers still from Treehouse Brewing, and the whole experience is like the brewery part, but people wait in lines for hours to get their beers when the whole thing was open before. I literally got beer from them as a Christmas present because it's like so coveted around here, and we've never actually been to it.
Like my life is about to change again
by getting this beer. And I got the Orange Julius, which is it's so good. I would say the Lone Pine OJ and this Orange Julius, they're slightly different flavors for sure, but some of the best IPAs I've tasted. Guys, we're here. This is so freaking cool. Oh, their adventure van. Oh my gosh, it's cool, bub. It's like a whole metropolis up here.
It really is.
Wow, wow, wow. Do you think those are all employed? I think people, it's open.
Massive.
I think it's open, bub, to like enjoy outside.
Oh.
We're going up. But yeah, people are like sitting in the chairs enjoying a brew right now. Look at what they overlook. Like, look at all those fall colors over there. That is so cool. Place is crazy. Oh my gosh, look how festive it is. It's so beautiful. It's a nice day. I changed into my biker shorts to drive down. It's a little warmer than expected. Look at that. This is ridiculous. Hi, how are you?
Good. Are you guys just picking up cans?
Yeah. Or
pick it up.
cans.
We're gonna follow can pickup all the way back.
Awesome, thank you.
This is cool.
This is, oh, you smell
smells so
that?
good.
That smells really good. Look at they have merch. Look at all the indoor seating they have. Look at the bar back there. Are you sure we don't need a draft right now? Do you think so? Just one? Okay, let's do it. This is so cool. Look at the mugs. Oh my gosh. These mugs are so nice. Do they have stickers?
Yeah, they're at the checkout
At the checkout counter. The tote bags. Ooh, that's a really nice tote bag. Live well, drink fresh. Dated draft list. You have to take a look. We should probably take a look. Cheers, baby.
Wow, yours looks really good.
Good road trip. Is it? Yeah. Oh my gosh, mine is so good. No, I'm okay. That looks
a little sip.
extra dark. Okay, fine. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've tried.
Just a little sip.
Smells like
Just a little sip.
Okay.
Just a little sip.
It's like so good. It's so top notch. Just not my type of beer. You know what it tastes?
Is this hoppy?
No, not at all. You'll love it. You know what it tastes? Oh, did you just spill my precious beer?
It's to make up for you just chugging half of mine.
I chugged half yours. Yours tastes exactly like a Tootsie Roll. That's what it tastes like. Guys, look at what we're looking at right now. Like, are you kidding me? We've sat right next to this classic Grand Wagoneer, which is iconic, a Jeep. And then they've got little Adirondack chairs everywhere. And then, I'm sorry, but like with the leaves changing and the bistro lights here and like multiple bars and can pickup locations, this is an absolute must. Are you vibing? Me too. Hi, how are you?
Good. I have a little Stitches 2-pack and a Julius.
Awesome. This is a 2-pack?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I didn't know yours was only a 2-pack.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.